You're supposed to fuck around. The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna figure it out. Why is everyone successful except you? Like, you just got out of college. What do you know about life? Huh? You don't want to be like them. You don't have the same interests as them. Then why are you trying to be like them? Everyone's like marathon, matcha, Pilates. Put a finger down if you ever felt like everyone's moving forward and you're the only one falling behind. You open Instagram and suddenly Jane from high school is a mom now. Lily, who used to sit next to you in class, just got promoted. Taylor, from drama club, is casually traveling the world like she doesn't have bills. And somehow people your age already have their dream apartment, their dream job, and their dream body. Everyone's like marathon, matcha, Pilates. And then there's you, working your ass off, but you have no idea what the hell you're even doing with your life right now. You feel like you're behind and now you're depressed. But trust me, you're not alone. I feel behind. You feel behind. Your friends feel behind. And your boss feels behind too. That influencer with the perfect life is struggling with something too. Everyone feels behind. And you know why? It's not because we're actually behind. It's because we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people. You're watching everyone else's highlight reel and comparing it to your raw, unedited behind the scenes. You're comparing your messy chapter one to their highly edited chapter, and then your brain takes one tiny piece of their life and turns it into proof that
you're a loser.
She posts her graduation and you think you're wasting your life. She posts an apartment tour and now your room feels embarrassing. She posts a body transformation and suddenly you hate your own body. Pause for a second. Behind who? Behind what? What is the actual standard here? Most of the time, you don't even know what you're measuring yourself against. You just see someone else moving and assume you're standing still. But that's not always true. You're using someone else's timeline as your own deadline. And that's exactly where the anxiety starts, especially in your 20s, because nobody really tells you how confusing your 20s can feel. People romanticize this era like everything's supposed to be perfect just because you're young. And yes, being young is a privilege, but nobody talks about the chaos. Nobody talks about how confusing this era actually is. Sometimes your 20s are just crying in your room, doubting yourself, changing your plan, and wondering why everyone else looks so much more stable than you. And that's why you feel behind. Not because your life is actually bad, but because you keep forcing your life to compete in a race that was never meant for you. It's exhausting to live while constantly using everyone else as a measuring stick. So before you call yourself as a failure, ask yourself, am I actually behind? Or did I just look at someone else's Instagram page and decide mine wasn't good enough? Because those are two very different things. You're not behind, you're just comparing too much. And the second you stop using their speed to judge your path, your life finally starts to feel right. Next, you're trapped in comparison. Let's talk about the comparison trap, the biggest scam of our generation. People literally forget that social media is not a documentary. It's a curated highlight reel. You're seeing the prettiest angle, the biggest win, and the perfect lightning. Basically, you're only seeing what they want you to see. But trust me, they have the same anxiety and the same life drama as you do. They're going through it too. This is why comparing yourself to someone online is so unfair. Like, bestie, think about your own feed. You're posting your hot selfies, right? But you're definitely not posting yourself looking like a total mess right after waking up. You don't post yourself with dark circles after being stressed out at work. You don't post yourself sobbing after a breakup. No, you post the matcha, the cute Pilates set, your pretty little moments, and that's totally normal. But if you don't even post the messy parts of your own life, why are you looking at someone else's feed like their life is some perfect fairy tale? You know your own posts are curated, and somehow you still forget that everyone else is curating their life too. Comparison doesn't even make sense if you think about it. If you're looking at someone's intentionally edited life and feeling behind, girl, you're not being smart. That's not the full story. That's just the part they choose to show. And you know what? Other people might be looking at your post right now and feeling jealous of your life. But does your life actually look like your Instagram feed? No. So remember this. The stress, the fear, the anxiety, the insecurity, and the overthinking usually stay offline. Once you truly get that, someone else's success won't make you feel small anymore. You can look at her and say, good for her, that's so motivating, and then get back to focusing on you. Use her success as fuel, but never let it make you feel like you're losing, because you're not. Next, the beauty of fucking around. The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna figure it out. Ever since we were young, we've been gaslit into thinking your 20s are when you're supposed to be fully grown. Everyone expects you to get married, have kids, settle down, buy a house, buy a car, and be successful right away. Like, what the fuck? They basically taught us to get our lives together in our 20s so we can find stability in our 30s. At least that's what I was taught. So I naturally had this idea of becoming this responsible grown woman who knows exactly what she wants, makes perfect decisions every single time, handles everything perfectly, and just has her life together by the time I'm like 25. I'm 25 now. Did I become the woman I thought I would be? No, it's pure chaos. One day I feel like I know everything, and the next day I know nothing. Your 20s are confusion, like actual confusion. You're way too young and inexperienced to have a perfect life yet. Like, you just got out of college. What do you know about life? What do you know about making money? What do you know about relationships? Huh? You don't know everything yet. You're still a baby in an adult's body. You don't have enough experience, resources, or data to make perfect decisions all the time. You don't even know what you want. So your 20s are definitely not the time to finish everything. This is not the finish line, okay? Because I know a lot of people in their late 20s start thinking like they're too old for a fresh new start. You gotta flip the mindset. You're not too old to start over. You're not too old to change your whole career. You're not too old to create a completely different life. Your 20s are not for settling. This is the time to get lost, experiment, and make messy mistakes, and learn from that. Think of it as collecting data for your future self. It's the age where you build the strength to start over even after things don't work out. But sadly, a lot of people see that whole process as a failure. If one business doesn't work out, they think they're a failure. They think it's this huge stain on their life. Jail. How are you supposed to know what kind of life you want if you never try anything? How are you supposed to know what works for you if you never experience it for yourself? See, your 20s are for experiencing, not settling. Every time you challenge yourself or try something new, you're gaining knowledge and experience. Every experience you have and every lesson you learn from it makes your life richer and makes you wiser. It's okay to fail. It's okay to lose direction. It's okay to change your plan. One failure doesn't make you a loser. You know what makes you a loser? Failing once and never trying again. That's loser behavior. Jail. We don't do that. Don't let me down. Make me proud. So try again. Change the plan, take the lesson. You're not supposed to have the perfect life or settle in your 20s. You're supposed to fuck around. The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna figure it out. Next, you were never meant for that role. Society keeps gaslighting us with this fake vision of what our lives are supposed to look like at every age. In your teens, it's all about starting hard and getting into a good college. Then in your 20s, you're supposed to get a good job, buy a house, buy a car, get married, and start a family. By your 30s, you're expected to be stable, mature, and financially secure. People spend their whole lives trying to squeeze themselves into this ideal life that society made up. The second their life doesn't match that timeline, they start panicking. They think they're behind. They start getting anxious. And of course, they start comparing their life to everyone else's. But here's the thing. The way I see comparison is this. Comparison means looking at two things under the same standard and the same circumstances to see the difference. So for comparison to actually make sense, the conditions have to be the same. But as humans, our conditions are never the same. We all come from different countries, different family backgrounds, different personalities, different energy, and different starting points. So how can you expect yourself to have the same result as someone who didn't live the same life as you? See, that logic doesn't even make sense. You don't have to force yourself to play a role that was never meant for you. That role was never meant for you. This whole idea of by 25 you should have this, by 30 you should have that, is just a bullshit to me. It's like comparing an apple to a pear and then getting mad at Apple for not being a pear. It's like asking yourself, why am I no Mr. Beast? Humans are not identical products coming out of the same factory. We all have different abilities. Of course, some people fit perfectly into this ideal life and they're genuinely happy with it. And that's great. But that lifestyle is not the only answer. It's not the only answer. There are so many different types of lives you can live. If you actually want to live like them, that's fine. But if you don't even want that life, but you still feel pressured to become one of them, that's the problem. You don't want to be like them. You don't have the same interests as them. You don't act like them. Then why are you trying to be like them? So if you want to live your 20s well, stop comparing your speed to someone else's. Your job is not to match their speed. Your job is to find your own speed. Try different things. Make mistakes, change direction, learn what kind of pace works for you, and learn what kind of life feels right for you. The goal isn't to live the life that looks perfect to society. The goal is to build a life that looks perfect to you. Next, how to stop feeling behind and start moving forward. You need to find your own pace. And the very first step, you gotta stop paying so much attention to what everyone else is doing. Your mind is obsessed with other people. You're tracking their success, their promotions, their engagements, their relationships. Your brain is so full of everyone else's business that there's no space left for you to think about your own goals. You need to clear the noise. Best way to do that is by deleting. Mute people if you have to, not because you hate them, but because your nervous system deserves some peace. One wise woman said, out of sight, out of mind. And that is so true. If watching certain Instagram stories makes you feel like trash, stop watching them. Delete the app for a week if you're really struggling. You'll feel your head getting clear, like immediately. Now you're not waking up and immediately consuming shitty content. You're finally giving your brain a break. And when things get quiet, you can finally hear your own voice again. You can ask yourself, what do I want? Where am I going? What kind of life do I actually want to build? Because you'll never find your direction if your head is constantly filled with other people's Instagram stories. Second, you need to let go of the pressure to do everything fast. This generation is so obsessed with fast results, fast success, fast money, fast glow-ups, fast food, fast everything. Everyone wants the fast result, but nobody wants the slow process. Nobody wants the repetition, the discipline. What the actual freaking fuck? Haven't you heard about easy come, easy go? Haste makes waste. A building that's built too fast can fall apart just as fast. But a building that's built slowly and properly, that thing can survive a storm. You need to understand the beauty of slow progress. You don't need to rush your life just because everyone else looks like they're moving faster. You just need to know what you actually want, get clear on your goals, and start with one small routine. Just one. We all say we want to wake up early, read more, eat healthy, work out, but very few people actually do it. And even fewer people keep doing it. And the people who keep doing it until it becomes part of who they are, those are the people we call the top 1%, the successful ones. They're not genius, they're not special. They just kept doing it even when it was boring. So don't quit just because you can't see the results immediately. Practice doing something consistently. Practice keeping one small promise to yourself. Your life is not gonna change just because you did this something for one day or even 1 week. It takes longer than you think. Start looking at your life in 6 months chapters. 6 months from now, you could be a completely different person. But that only happens if you stop obsessing over everyone else's speed and start building at your own pace consistently. Remember guys, consistency is the key. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I'll see you in my next one. Danke fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns im nächsten Video.